Okay, so looking at this now, we have this. So in terms of context, it's looking like we're in a bullish pattern. We're still trying to get a new high for this uptrend. And what we have so far is this uptrend, smaller uptrend here, which has a break. Then this leg down also has a break, and now it's trying to go for the second leg of this break, to make a larger break here. Now we can see that this potential trend line was broken, but this second leg has 2 attempts already to get here. So if this fails and closes above the EMA strongly, I think it's going to be a good trade for 1-to-1. Let's see. Okay, let's see if it manages to make a new low. At this point, it looks like it may want to swipe this area. Potentially go to this breakout level here. Okay, so no low made for this downtrend here. That means that this uptrend has a break, 2 attempts to make a new high, which failed. Now 2 more attempts to make a new high. So break of this uptrend, first attempt to make a new high, second attempt to make a new high, which failed, and then even this smaller picture fails currently long here, failing as well. So it's looking like price will reach this area here, 668, and then let's see what happens next. So there are 2 options. So right now we're considering that price is still bullish and trying to make a new high for this uptrend. But to do that, we also consider this to be a break and a new larger leg to form here in order to reach this high and make a new high with this up measure move in play. But the reversal, the reverse thought is that the second leg will not find any support here. It will break through, potentially retest it from below, and then close outside this potential trend line to go further and make a second larger leg to this leg here. Let's see. So that would be something like this. 2 leg down. But currently we are still considering this as being just a break in order to make one push higher once more. Let's see. A lot of time market likes to retest a break-even point for the entries on failures such as this one. If you look at this downtrend here, it had a break here, and this attempt to make a new high, make a new low, failing here. 2 attempts to make a low, failure. So this was a good trade in the opposite direction to continue long. And now, once they cleared it, they may come back and retest it from above and take the break-even price. Let's see. So it was quite close, but they may still swipe it here. Now if you look at ES at the same time, it's approaching the potential uptrend line here. Let's see if it holds. I would expect a swift move down, take out this high, and then bounce back quite heavily. But yeah, let's see. Alright, so it's taking this breakout area as expected. I would expect a bounce here. So took the trade. Let's see if it manages to reclaim. This also fits well with this trend line being here for ES, but it really needs to push above the EMA. in order to go for a new high at 25.74. Alright, so I like this. It managed to close outside this trend line. Alright, so far so good. Now, next potential resistance is this area here. So if you think what could happen is that we get a spike and a retest on top of this trend line to carry on here. That's one option. And the other option is that this downtrend will continue, which is it will try to create a small break here, but then it will fail to create a new high and close below in order to challenge this low again. So it can happen. And maybe one thing to to point out, you can also draw this. So a lot of time when you have this up measure move in place, it's worth having this pennant drawn, because if this top line holds, it may just chop around these areas here before breaking one way or the other. Let's see. So as mentioned, right now we're either having an overshoot of this downtrend, which with a break and then potentially 2 legs to a new low, but I'm hoping for the bullish bias to continue and get this leg, this similar move here. Let's see how it reacts here. Yes, it's getting close to making a new high. So some initial resistance. So far it's still looking good. Some initial resistance, but buyers look like they want to continue. If this manages to push through, another resistance point I would look at would be this one here, which is where we had the fair second entry, right here. So around this area, this was a good entry for a short, and also this one here, which they retested. Alright, so it managed to push out of this potential downtrend. That's a good sign. So it's either that it will spike here, or it will have a retest of this downtrend and then get there. I'm hoping for the first, get out, and then we'll see. ES looks good as well. It's very close to making a new high. I move my stop to break even. Alright. So now we want this downtrend line to hold. So now we're at the point where this could be just a break and have price make 2 legs to a new low. But if it holds, we get a higher low here, it most likely will go for this measure move at least. One thing to be concerned about would be ES ranging here. We have this low, and now we have a double top. So yeah, one potential thing would be to range in this area. But let's hope not. Let's hope this is still an uptrend and we get a push higher. Alright, this high low is looking nice. Okay, I'll move my stop under this high low here. I wouldn't mind a spike to this before having a meaningful pullback. What I hope for now would be having this as a first leg higher. Here's a break, and then another leg higher, which will become extended and reach this measurement. So if this becomes a higher low, then it would look quite well. Alright, it's looking well now. So I would expect at least this up measure move to be reached. But most likely this will be extended and target probably this overnight high. Okay, so once again bullish bias, large spike down here, and then fail second entry short here, one attempt lower, second attempt lower, and then this break downtrend has an overshoot, which suggests at least a break is possible to the other side, and you have this up measure move in play and a potential new attempt to a new high for this large uptrend. That's the reason for the trade. It's looking like it's going to work. And ES is following a similar pattern, so spike down, but then reversal. ES looks even more bullish than NQ. Alright, so it reached this area here, which was the previous breakdown level to the downside. Find some resistance, but most likely buyers will push through it. Very close to 8 AM here. Ideally, we want this small measure move to be retested from above and hold, which is what's happening now. It's being retested. If we get a bullish bar here, that would, yeah, almost confirm our measure target here to be reached. Okay, it's looking good. Okay. Now we should be going for this up measure move. Cool. Some resistance here, but I hope it will at least touch this overnight high. Okay, Yes, push through this up measure move here. And most likely it's going for this measure move here. Okay, we'll take it, it's 70 points here. Alright, trade out. Thanks for watching.